I think it's good just because it's centered around World War I, and I enjoy most things World War I. 1917 was good. I need to finish that. I made it about 3/4 through 1917. I'm on a bit of a World War I hyperfixation. They just appear out of nowhere. I'll stumble onto it, and then, like the World Cup, I got super hyperfixated on football, soccer, whatever. It'll get even more confusing soon because American football kicks off, and I also watch Canadian football. So the word football gets rather ambiguous for me. I don't watch rugby regularly. I would like to start watching Major League Soccer and Premier League though, but they make it so difficult to watch. They've got this thing called Project Offsides. They're saying that all the streaming, the illegal streaming sites, they're taking them down because it cheapens the experience of the fan. It's like, whatever. You're trying to make money. It's FIFA, perhaps the most corrupt organization in the world, just trying to make more money. FIFA. They tried to sell some of the rights to the World Cup, and several nations threatened to boycott. They were going to sell part of the marketing and stuff of the World Cup to a private investor. What am I doing? Where am I? What's going on? If you'd like to watch me Zomboid. Can't believe I didn't go to the gym today. I'm sorry? Oh, I'm not at all offended if you don't watch. I can't believe anybody watches me, for being honest. Bree tells me that I'm an influencer. No, my official title is some asshole on the internet. Not an influencer. I influence nothing. Never have too many pair of reading glasses. Is the lightning starting again? It is just stormed and rained all day. That's really bad. That's very bad. That's not good at all. I hope it's not true. I think Foxhole could be interesting. I don't necessarily care for the top-down perspective. I'm a big fan of isometric. First person's my least favorite. They didn't sign up for this. You know what I mean? It's not... There's no reason. There's no reason for it. I mean, there are, but they're all nefarious. Oh, it's that full. Dead squirrel, friendly letter, rodent meat. Tomato paste. Mouse, some sugar cubes. Beer and wine. Vinegar. Fuck, that door was open. Propane. They have added a lot of cool visual stuff in the last update, I will give it that. Previously, a lot of the houses were copied and pasted, and now they've gone into each individual house and like added touches. The expansion's really nice, but my complaint is that it's a bit cluttered. They've cluttered the houses up. I must work my way downtown. $8.40. Welcome back. I'm playing the unfinishable zombie game that's shambling its way through early access. Guess when Project Zomboid first dropped on Steam? 2013. Like 1.0 is never going to happen. It actually, the first build was released in 2011. It just shows, like, they're great developers, they're very, very smart, they make great products. Horrendous corporate leadership. And they don't communicate with the community for fuck all. Canned fruit beverage. Peanut butter. Nice. This house has all kinds of food in it. What'd you have to eat? Curry. What color? I adore yellow curry. It's turmeric. I like turmeric a lot. I used to put turmeric, green tea, and black pepper on everything I ate. I need to start doing it again. Turmeric and black pepper together are wonderful antioxidants. I would very much like to live past 68. I feel like I have an expiration date, because my dad died at 68, his dad died at 68, my mom's dad died at 68. So it makes me feel like I'm gonna die at 68. I don't think I've eaten anything all day. It happens when I wake up and take Adderall. Like right around the time my stimulants wear off and my Seroquel starts to kick in, I get like ravenously hungry. That's what it does. That's why the orange is by the bed. It's a hack. I was previously waking up and going getting cookies and pudding and stuff from the kitchen. What? Yes. I eat like 2 or 3 pounds of oranges a day. I eat fruit. So when I went to the doctor and they're like, your cholesterol's high. You got to change your diet. I don't need anything but yogurt and oranges. The key lime yogurts are so good. They only have 136 calories in them, and they taste like lime cheesecake. Key limes are like, yeah, it's a specific kind of very tart lime that's grown in the Florida Keys. I guess I sleep. Florida's a crazy place. At breaking point. Extremely uncomfortable. They closed that down. By federal order. They didn't want to. A federal judge was like, no. Negative. Well, that's immigration. That's ICE. Where is this zombie? You back here, zombie? Is that you making all that noise? Oh. They did have a loot. Your whack-ass Gestapo. Have I been in that house? Here's the thing, we created the immigrants. Jamie? Entitled? Shut up. Doesn't he want a bigger house? I'm just kidding. I know. Shut the fuck. You're being serious, aren't you? Jesus. His cousin lives with him now, correct? Ah. Yours. feel like you just compared him to a ferret. Here. Not this one. My dog can't figure anything out. My dog's one of the dumbest animals I've ever met in my life. I love her to death, but she is stupid. Even when she was young and before she was like crippled and blind and deaf, she was still stupid. I'd love to see that. Ooh, wait. I'd have to go out for an hour a day. Because I'd have to go out for an hour a day. Did you miss that part? I have pretty serious agoraphobia. Alright, this neighborhood is clear. Do I have any booze? I get to see my partner never. No, it's alright. It's not the worst thing ever. No, we've only been together for officially for like a week or so. We've been F. That's awesome. That's awesome. Congratulations. I feel like marriage is an antiquated institution, but divorce is something that I can fully get behind. That's awesome. I got married because I wanted a family, and I thought I was running out of time. That's exactly what happened. It was we'll come back and check this car later. I also take HRT. It's just because my body doesn't make any testosterone anymore. I don't think that they will prescribe it for gender reassignment. I think it can only be prescribed because my testosterone's below the healthy level or whatever. But it's really just misogyny. Yeah, exactly. That's wild. It's wild. That's why I can't full-on move to Mexico. I gotta keep my benefits, or I can't live there. It's based on that check every month. I wish that I didn't have, like, go ahead. Sucks. What's the age that they can start taking them? It's too late. I mean, not that you need to take HRT, like, not that someone needs to take HRT at all, but I mean, if you're blocking puberty, 18's too late. You're there. I have a theory about this, that there needs to be a group of trans mask men that they go across the nation, and they're forced to use women's restrooms. Yeah. I have a really good friend that's trans mask, and I did not know that he was trans for like a year. Because he's got a big burly beard. Zombie. Is it in the shed? That's exactly where it is. I think that would be the hardest part, in my opinion, other than shaving, because I hate shaving. Bree shaves like 4 or 5 times a day. I could never do it. She somehow breaks all of her razors. Snaps them. Couldn't keep my house clean enough. There's actually a male living space subreddit where they put in the post, like, not gay. It's 26 male, not gay. As if a... Yay, Catholicism. Y'all have those there. I'm sure you negotiate the drug price as well. sell it? It's awful. Someone needs that very much. Do y'all have Adipex there? I'm gonna see mine Friday. She's great. I know she's gonna leave one day and it's gonna turn my life upside down because no one else is gonna prescribe me the meds that she does. Use your heightened senses. Killing zombies. Killing zombies. With a baseball bat. Why am I overweight? I don't care for pork. I've never like I like bacon, but like I don't like pork chops or what other pork products are there? Ham. I don't like ham at all. I don't like pork sausage. I do like bacon. I think as an American that's required, actually. Apparently our bacon sucks, though. They have different bacon, and they have different bacon in Ireland. It's way less fatty. Yeah, streaky bacon. Yes, our bacon has lots of fat. Not a lot of meat. I think we have it. They'll play Call of Duty. Yeah, and sailors live in tiny quarters. have to have Wi-Fi on the ship. They probably have satellite internet on the ships. No idea. I have no idea. Yeah, they're not. I think it's usually like 6 months tops. 3 to 6 sounds right. Everybody in the military gets disability pay, essentially. There's a percentage that you're disabled. Almost everybody gets something, and you get a check based on that. Everyone from the military that I've ever known is some percentage disabled through the military. Oh yeah, he's over here. Maybe that's why. Yeah, have a bit of water. Never have too much water. That's not true, actually. You can die from water consumption. one of those letters that's for you, not the recipient. I wrote one of those recently. I started it out. I know you don't want this. This isn't for you. This is for me. I have to be careful. I just try and be grateful for my spawn point. Why can I not close these windows? I wrote, it was a 9-page letter that I wrote. It was to an ex. I need to be careful bitching about how in love with an ex-girlfriend I am now that I have a partner. But I do have just like incredible trauma about that relationship ending. It's one of the most traumatic things that's ever happened to me in my life, if not the. I was just so in love. She left me for her wife because it's 2026. She did leave me for her wife. They were separated and they got back together. And I get nothing. Ooh, square clock. I've never seen one of those in this game. Zomboid players doesn't take much to make us happy. Ooh, a square clock. That's new. About to stop taking sleeping pills. I have so many. Is that it? I was shitting. Working my way down Main Street. One house at a time. Zombie. I want to get a raucous voice chat going. Where is everybody? I think 12's our record. You okay? You can put it in the side chat. I'll look at one when I can. Hey, maple syrup. You know Canadians made this game because it's based in Kentucky and there's maple syrup everywhere. They think we just have jugs of maple syrup underneath our counters. What the fuck was that? Ooh, you got a hatchet. Here you, where are you?
Hey!
There they are. I'm gonna have to go to bed early tonight. Well, my kids start school an hour earlier than they did last year, so I'm gonna have to readjust my entire schedule. Postcard of Puerto Rico. Postcard of Spain. Alcohol wipes. Ooh, what's in the photo album? Thanksgiving, couple wearing magic. Photograph of a fox. That sounds cool. I'll take that. Ooh, Argentina. The most racist nation in South America. Did you know that Argentina got rid of most of its black population by placing them on the front lines in wars? I know. Argentina considers themselves to be a European nation. Oh, I don't know. They did, indeed. No, they did. In droves. Yep. That'll show them. Non-Americans. I've been in this. How long have I been in this call? I think 14 hours is my record for a call. Really? No, I go AFK sometimes. That doesn't really count. Stale, canned corn. Wow, that's impressive. Nah, you're alright. I hate these carports. They list them on the map as buildings, and it makes me batty. I wonder if I can pick this bucket up. I cannot. I cannot. Making our way downtown. It's a song, I believe. Making my way downtown. Dead man on the floor. Milk chocolate bar. Peanut butter. I wish I could eat peanut butter. I miss eating peanut butter so much. I don't know. I hope so. I think it was you that told me to try a different brand. No, it's a good idea. I am full. My inventory is full. Ooh, that's a cool shower. That's what I mean. It doesn't take a lot to impress a Zomboid. But ooh, cool shower. Square clock. That's new. 13 years in, we can't climb ladders. There are ladders in the game. There's stuff that you can access by them. You just have to use a mod to do it. Another photo album? Photograph of garbage. Got it. Pets. Photograph of an everyday object. Postcard from Cairo. Alright, now I need to get out of here. I'm so encumbered. When do I gain stout? I've been running around with heavy stuff for quite some time. I'd like my buff, please. I get it yet? Not yet. Van gets full, I need to go back home. Wish I could power a gas station so I could run a generator. That'd be nice. Alrighty then, you have a great day. Bye. Welcome back. Name's left. He's a lever. So someone's trying to convince me of the chemtrail theory. Yeah. I don't buy it. How do you feel about chemtrails? Yes. Yeah. I would say that I don't know why people have such crazy conspiracy theories, but from time to time they turn out to be true. Been there, been there. Moving right along then. Oh, shit! Found the zombies. Take your time. I've been thinking about getting a watch, like a smart watch. What's this? There's a speaker that I want. It's a giant Bluetooth speaker. It's like $400. My way I have my phone bill, it allows me to break it up into 24 payments without interest. Build it into my bill. I might do it. It's like a big JBL Bluetooth speaker. I'm not sure if it would work in my car. Like if my radio, display, whatever it is, I don't know if it'll play through the car speakers as well as the JBL speaker. Because I need it to do both if I'm going to keep it in my car. Take it with me to the gym and just blare music. Do you have a date for your wedding? You gonna do a ceremony or just like courthouse thing? Is that a realistic thing? That would be amazing. I hope that goes well for you. That would be revolutionary. That's awesome. There's a new medication in Japan that's in trial that regrows teeth. Within our lifetimes, that will be accessible to us at the dentist. If you break a tooth, we'll be able to just put a mold in there and apply it, and the tooth grows into the mold. I have to have a front tooth pulled very soon. I'm not looking forward to it. It's this one right here. I had some Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think. Front tooth, not the main tooth, but the one to the side of that. It's I have an abscess behind it that gets infected sometimes, and for like years they've been telling me that I need to have this tooth. For like 15 years they've been like, you need to get that tooth pulled immediately. And finally I was brushing my teeth and some dental work broke off, which is like one of my nightmares. And I have a dentist appointment at 8:30 tomorrow. I need to schedule an extraction. It's going to be awful. It's going to be absolutely terrible. I hate the dentist. I have awful dental phobia. They used to have to put me under for cavities. They don't do that anywhere here anymore. I hate it. I hate the dentist. I don't like being there. Like I'm much better than I used to be, but I get shaky just like being there. I had a panic attack and broke a chair once. Like the big fancy dentist chair. They didn't charge me, which was nice of them. I imagine it was expensive. Maybe they billed my insurance, I don't know. That's when I did that and they were like, you need to be in a hospital setting. Now I can tolerate cavities and stuff like that. For that extraction, they better give me a bunch of Versed. Because they can't give me fentanyl. Because of my Suboxone. Like, it wouldn't work if they were to give it to me. Best believe I'll be taking an extra pill that day. Die zombie. 1134. I like to think that I'm just helping these zombies pass on to the next world. How the Elder Scrolls? You play recently? I get notifications on Steam when you play. I think I would enjoy that game if I had the time to get into it. It looks like a very involved game. It reminds me a lot of Ultima. Ultima Online was amazing. Ahead of its time. Zombie, I'm coming to rest in this car, and you're next to it. That doesn't work well for me. I hope Zoe's okay. I get so worried about her. She has so many health issues that she neglects. She's just always got some crazy thing on. I'm like, you should go to the doctor. But I go to the... If I get a toothache, I go to the doctor. Not literally, but... I frequently go to the hospital. Like, I make a doctor's appointment. I had a mole recently that grew, and I was like, I made a doctor's appointment just to get it checked out. I figure since my insurance is paying for everything, I should take advantage of it. I see a sleep doctor, a general practitioner, a psychiatrist, a brain and spine doctor, and there's another one I'm missing. Too many. Like a team of doctors at 41. I feel like I'm too young to have like 5 or 6 doctors. Oh, pain management. How could I forget Dr. God, now I can't think of his name. Verrill. Dr. Verrill. I see him so much that last time I saw him, I was like, hey, did you lose weight? He's like, I was about to ask you the same thing. Thank you. I was like, I spend way too much time with my pain management doctor that I can tell when he's gained weight. Which is interesting, because usually I'm on my stomach and he's jabbing a needle into my spine. You ever have an epidural? They're not as bad as it sounds. They help so much. They inject prednisone and lidocaine into my spine. It's actually not your spine, it's a place in between your spine. It's called the epidural space. The needle goes into your spine, and it's a big-ass needle. I can't tolerate the trigger point injections, because they give you like 12 of them. I tapped out at 10 last time. It's like, we're done here. They're so painful. I don't see how people tolerate them. I have a really low pain tolerance. I think it's called hyperanalgesia. It's because my parents gave me opioids when my brain was still developing that I experience pain more so than most people. Can never thank the parents enough for that one. It's just all the drugs and like neglect. I was just allowed to do whatever I wanted to, is what it was. And I was taking pills and drinking with my parents, and then I started doing blow with my dad when I was like 14. I never had a chance. Well, you think of your parents as like these people that are supposed to protect you, and as a child, you know, you're like, oh, well, they're giving me this medication, you know, I must need it. Not the case. Like, I would come home from school, say like junior high, if I were to complain like, oh, my knee hurts, or I fell down and I scraped my elbow, my mom would give me half of Vicodin. If I had a bad day at school and I was stressed out, she would give me half of Xanax. And she ended up she was giving them to me when I didn't need them, and I would start to like put them up in my closet and like stockpile them. And one day I took a bunch of them and I was like, I like this. And it was all downhill from there. I used to love opioids like a person. Like it was like a human that I loved. It's terrible. It's terrible. So I'm somewhat frightened when I stop taking my Suboxone, like not what's going to happen from a pain standpoint, as well as an addiction standpoint. Like, I haven't used any illegal drugs in like 3 years, and I want it to stay that way. I'm just concerned that when I get off of the medication that may not last. I'm very apprehensive. I'm apprehensive about it. And it has to happen. I may be the only person in history to get sober to go to Mexico. The medical system there is super duper interesting. They have three kinds of pharmacies. They have Farmacias Turista, tourist pharmacies. Those are the ones you see online with the big banners. It says like Xanax, Percocet, steroids. You can get whatever you want there. It's going to be expensive, and there's about a 40% chance that your pills are going to be counterfeit. Mexicans use these places called cardinas. It's like a regular doctor's office, or I'm sorry, pharmacy. But there's a guy next door called a consultorio, and it's really like an urgent care doctor. So you go in, you ask for what you want, and then they send you next door, and you tell the doctor, and he writes you a prescription. You go back and you get it. And then there are Farmacias Supermercado, which are like Walmart or Walgreens. You can only fill existing prescriptions there. It's actually very, very difficult to get a legitimate opioid prescription. They have to use a physical pad that they only get so many of, like, from the government. So it's the same situation there as it is hear that like you're encouraged to use the black market. When they tightened opioid regulations, it's now impossible for pain patients to get their medication. Like, overprescribing started the opioid epidemic, and underprescribing has fueled it. I mean, as a human, you'll do whatever you need to do to not be in pain. It's just like, it's biological. You can't resist it. Someone breaks your leg, you know, and there's a morphine pill there, you're going to take it. If I'd have been the worst medic in a war, in World War I or World War II, I'd be court-martialed for using all the morphine. My dad was court-martialed. Yeah, he was stationed in Washington State during basic training, and he was on guard duty, and he took a Jeep and went to Canada for a weekend. And he did 6 months in the brig and got a dishonorable discharge. Yeah, super stupid. It's lucky they didn't shoot him. It was wartime. Like, they could have shot you, Dad. It's the kind of thing they used to shoot people for in World War I and World War II. Have you ever heard of Band of Brothers? Oh yeah, it's wonderful. I forget why I brought that up now. Yeah. I'm curious as to how long my World War I hyperfixation is gonna last. Yeah, it was very well made. I wish it would have been longer. They crammed 3 years into 3 episodes. The last one was really cool with the tank. I think that was the best bit. The numbers are crazy. Like, of the 200 tanks that went on that left for that mission, 38 of them came back. That's a good thing. And they did those like friends brigades where you would join with your friends, and they because it would decimate the male population of a town. Yeah, we have Armistice Day. We just don't celebrate it as much. Well, England was heavily yeah. I mean, towards the end, there were old men and boys. There were 12-year-olds fighting in those trenches. I think I haven't looked in some time, but I think there was a 35% chance of coming home as a English soldier in World War One. It was like 85% for the U.S. and 20% for Germans. Only 1 in 5 Germans returned home. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't say in which state you went home. Like, yeah. I can't imagine like that. Like, I, I mean, just I have friends that passed due to ODs, and I have survivor's guilt from that. I couldn't imagine. Like, I don't know, like, you'd feel bad because you couldn't be there. You might feel like, you know, maybe if I were there, I could have stopped it. Like, maybe I could have saved them. Yeah, I know about that. Y'all love that bit of rock. Ah, the medics are the bravest, I think, maybe, or chaplains, perhaps. That's all. That's terrible. War is awful. Where is this zombie? Yeah, I think that there are 3 things that should not exist. Children with cancer, homeless veterans, and billionaires. I'm very, very solid on those points. Without an election, right? Yeah, you vote for the party, and then the party appoints. Sure. If you want to, that's fine. God. No, there's not. I have an idea to retrofit storage units for homes and then have a shared kitchen and bathroom facility, and also have mental health and physical health, like primary care, on campus. It would actually save money due to the strain on public services for emergency room visits and things like that. Nope. They care about that there. I've lived in my car before. I've never been street homeless. It had to be difficult. It has such a huge stigma attached to it, schizophrenia. It's so poorly understood. I don't need voices, I just... Did they ever tell you? Did you ever ask them for the answers? Yes. I don't hear voices, so I don't know. I just hear music. I hear music. You useless illness. Oh, I would take the bipolar pill tomorrow. Absolutely. People will ask me sometimes, like I'll just be crying or whatever, and they're like, "What's wrong?" And it's like, I don't like being bipolar. I don't like taking meds. I don't like going to therapy. I don't like having strained relationships. I don't enjoy it. It's not fun. I could very easily have a schizoaffective diagnosis. My therapist says it's normal to hear music when you're bipolar. I'm like, I don't think so. Yeah. I don't hear voices. I do hear stuff. It's just not voices. It's generally like a generic bite of a genre of music on a loop. Like it'll be classical music, or it'll be country western, or rap, or reggae, or whatever. I used to look for it. Like I'd go downstairs and listen to the door, and then go outside, and maybe it was coming from a car or something like that. And it's like, nope. I have the hypogonic hallucination where, like, as I fall asleep, sometimes I hear someone yell my name. Hypogonic? Something like that. No, they're not. It's a common thing. That'll be fucking terrifying. Zoe just says she has, like, terrifying visual hallucinations. It's awful. It's where I wouldn't think that, like, I can drown out the music or put on, headphones and turn it up, and I don't hear it anymore. And it struck me as weird, because if it's a hallucination, it shouldn't matter if there's other music playing, right? Yes. 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 Exactly. My therapist will talk about my sleep hygiene and why I'm not sleeping well because I do this and I have my TV running or whatever. And it's like, really, I could have sworn it was I couldn't get my dead friends out of my head. But, whatever, TV, yeah. I had 10 friends pass before their 35th birthday. It's awful. When I was 14, my best friend killed himself, and then when I was 22, my best friend overdosed on heroin. Yeah. Fucking kids found him. It's awful. I know, like, I'm mad at him. Like, I miss my best friend, of course, but I'm mad at him. Like, how could you do that? Yeah, that's not cool. That's not cool. Go to your friend's house. Like, go to your friend's house or something. If you're gonna do it, do it. Just... Jesus. No. And they're okay with it. As bad as my addiction got at some points, that would certainly never happen. I bet you at least know where the dog's leash is. I don't know why that... I don't know why it made me so upset. Made me so upset. Yes. I can't even drive with my dog in the car, like, for more than 20 or 30 minutes, no matter the temperature. She just gets, no matter how high I'm blasting the air conditioner, she just gets hot. Yeah, but you have a reason. You have a reason to not take the dog outside. It's not just like I don't care to take the dog outside right now. I'm doing something, you know. It's not because you're doing something. Ooh, I can't walk that long. It hurts my knee tremendously. I wish I could. I do a little swimming. I can swim without it. I can. Yeah? Yeah, I imagine so. I imagine so. Yeah, my dog tore her ACL at one point, and they wanted us to get surgery for like $1,000, and I was just like, what happens if we don't get the surgery? Like, oh, you know, she'll walk with a limp. I was like, that's it? Jesus. No, I can't stand to see animals or children suffer. It's one of my big trauma things. I've been working on it a lot with my therapist as far as like some exposure therapy. Like when I see children in distress or animals in distress, I'm supposed to watch it instead of, you know, turning it off. Or, I mean, it's, I guess it's supposed to. I don't know either. I don't like doing it at all. It's just something that, like, it breaks something really, really far down deep. Yeah. No, I don't get it. It just doesn't it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, animals are mostly defenseless. I imagine I'm gonna be so upset when my dog passes, and I'm never gonna have another pet again. I can't do it. I just can't do. I can't deal with them dying. It's I'm gonna be so upset. I've only done it once. I had a cat that passed. I had a hamster when I was a kid, but that's not quite the same thing. I was thinking fish. I could probably do some fish. But, you know, when I'm staying in Mexico, I'll be going back and forth to another country all the time. I can't very well have a pet, you know? I'm gonna bring a dog through customs with me 3 times a year. It just wouldn't be fair to the animal. I would never even get to see the animal. It would be with Bree and Zoe all the time. Because I'll only be in the US 5 months out of the year. I can't wait. I cannot fucking wait. You don't have to apologize. No, I don't apologize. Yeah, I have to go to I have to move to a third world country to survive. I mean, Mexico's not a third world country, but yeah, I'm not eligible though. Yeah. I can never really get citizenship either. I can get permanent residentship, but I can never really get citizenship because temporary residency? Citizenship? Yeah, no, there's a way to do it. You can naturalize. The way that would be the easiest for me would be to marry a Mexican person. That's the way that I know how to do it. You can get a temporary resident visa if you have $75,000 in assets. You can get a permanent resident visa if you have about $250,000 in assets. You don't have to pay them this money. You just have to illustrate to them that you have it. They don't want you to be. No, it's not that much money. Yeah, I mean 75,000 is. It's not. Yeah. They have to be liquid. You can't use your out. You can use stocks though. They don't accept crypto right now. And it also has to be in your account for at least 2 years. So someone can't just like go to Mexico, put $75,000 to their friend, have them come over and pay him back. Woo! Some vermouth, some port. All the food stale. How long have I been playing this game? Hour and a half. I got 30 minutes left. Hello, it's Nicholas. I'm so bad at reading the chat on YouTube. Yeah, they can't hear you. I have the audio feed, so they just hear me speaking to no one. I'm limited. I can never make money on it because of my disability. It would be considered work and it could trigger a full review. At which point, well, you can work on disability, but it can't be like outside of your, like Zoe's schizophrenic and she can work at a grocery store because she doesn't have any physical disabilities. I have physical and mental stuff. There's not shit I can do. I can't deliver pizzas. I can't wait. Like, I can't work at a grocery store. Yeah. It's good. It's a good idea. I would lose my benefits. And, like, I don't know what I would do. I would go live under a bridge. Like, I can't work. Like, I'm not just like, oh, you know, I don't want to work. You know, I can't do it. But it feels good to work too. Like, it's a good day's work is it's a good feeling. It's accomplishment. No, I understand. No, not at all. Not at all. I'm not allowed to volunteer. Because they would be like, well, we thought you were disabled. If you can volunteer, then, you know, you should be able to work. I say I have...
Hey!
I need to get my passport. Just to have it. I have this idea for this big binder that I want to have put together before I go to Mexico that has pretty much every piece of paperwork that exists on me.
Hey!
In both Spanish and English, you know, like birth certificate, driver's license, social security card, checking account, statement, medical history, car insurance, you know, like everything. Because I need to be able to prove that I'm not living in Mexico. Where is this fucking zombie?
Hey! Hey!
Stupid fucking zombie. Yeah, there's another zombie in there?
Hey!
Zoe had a friend that had social anxiety disorder, and she went to a seminar about social anxiety, and they terminated her benefits. Yeah, it's super shitty. Oh, it's awful. Ew. Awful. They can even be had. They can even be had cheaper than that. I got. Yeah. Yep. I got my kid a laptop that was from another like school system. It turns into a tablet. It has a touch screen, and it's made to be dropped. Because the last one that he had, he destroyed. Yeah, they have shitty batteries too. Is that what it is? Yeah, there's not a lot of room for a fan in there. Yeah, you're not supposed to put it on your lap. So what is Elder Scrolls Online like? How is it compared to like, Skyrim or Oblivion or, anything like that? Final Fantasy games are great. Final Fantasy is a great series. Wonderful music. There was a symphony here downtown, and well, not the city I live, the city closest by. They had a symphony that was doing Final Fantasy music. I was so upset I couldn't go. I really wanted to go. It would have been so cool. No, it's perfectly reasonable. I'd imagine so. Crowded spaces just freak me out. I don't like being that close to a bunch of people that I don't know. Oh. Alright, zombies, stance. 1,193 zombies. I have this bad habit of honking my horn in this game, which you're not supposed to do at all. Zombies are sound activated. sorry. I love this one. I have 3,600 hours, something like that. I have a problem. It is nice. I do get. I rather enjoy helping new people, new players, because it can be a lot. It can be very overwhelming at first. There's just so much to do, and it's so hard. It's such a hard. It's regarded as one of the hardest games. I would say that Super Fire Pro Wrestling World is harder, but this is definitely up there. Super Fire Pro Wrestling World is such a great game. I do enjoy professional wrestling. I hate the state that it's in. They don't even try to make it look real anymore. It's just like, oh, cat's out of the bag, everybody knows. Why even try? People say, oh, isn't that fake? Yeah, but I mean, it's much more fun at Christmas if you believe in Santa Claus. You know, he's not real, but Christmas. I very much enjoy professional wrestling. I don't like the big, like the large performances, WWE, AEW, things like this. I like the small house shows where it's guys that are still learning, still give a shit. Yeah, they still give it. Yeah, they all have full-time jobs. I feel like a lot of pro wrestling's overproduced. They're so into like the show and the presentation now that there's no substance to it. Just over. Yes, pro wrestling, not at all homoerotic. Not in the least. Big, sweaty, shiny men screaming at each other all the time, wearing spandex and shit, vinyl. Who's the gentleman in the vinyl suit? Come on, zombies. I'm like the Pied Piper for zombies. Oh, same. Same. I'd just go to the nearest pharmacy and OD on whatever I could find. You could go somewhere very cold. Like they don't have the viruses don't work as well in the cold. World War Z? Yes, I have. It's an amazing book. As a zombie survival guide. That's Mel Brooks' son, you know, the actor. Mel Brooks. Max Brooks is it? Yeah, Max Brooks is his son. It's an amazing book. And like you said, the movie is just shit. Starship Troopers is the same way. It might be a cool movie with like lots of effects and, you know, spaceships and aliens and stuff, but it has fuck all to do with the book. Yeah, Jurassic Park's one of my favorite books, so nothing can really live up to it. I love that. I love Michael Crichton novels as it stands, but it's a good one. You ever read The Silmarillion? I can never finish it. It reads like an encyclopedia. I've made it through the creation myth and like the origins of the species. Yeah, that would make sense. It's just it's a lot. It's so much information. Tolkien is by far the king of world building. Do you morphine? Yeah. Hobbits. I used to read The Hobbit as a child. My mom read The Hobbit to me. When I read Lord of the Rings, I read The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings all together. It was like a whole semester. I love libraries. I mean, reading is absolutely like the foundation to like knowledge and learning things that most people don't know. Yeah. Yes. The human condition. I like reading. You just took. You're good. Yeah, you're good at. You're good at a test. You don't know shit. Absolutely. You have nowadays. You have to be motivated to educate yourself. No. Everybody has a tiny computer in their pocket that has the entire knowledge of the history of humanity in it, and we use it to look at pictures of cats. Yeah. Yeah. Neanderthals and whatnot. Oh. Somewhat. Are those the tiny ones? They had really short lifespans, right? If it's what I'm like 20, 22 years, stuff like that. They didn't live into their 30s. Yeah, infant mortality brings it way down. Yeah. we had to get my child's vaccinations done early because we weren't certain that his insurance would pay for them if we waited, which is just crazy. Yeah, we'd had his. Yeah, and I mean it's just like mumps and rubella and just simple stuff that's not it's not super expensive to defend against. My van is full. And I'm about at my playtime. I can only play for 2 hours at a time before my back begins to kill me. Also, for Social Security purposes, I can only sit or stand for 2 hours at a time. So if somebody were to like be like, oh, well, how are you playing this game for 3 hours at a time if you can only sit or stand for 2 hours? So I can only play for 2 hours. I have to take hour-long breaks, which isn't the end of the world. But I can never stream properly because, you know, the streamers have like, do like 6-7 hour sessions. You can only do 2 at a time. This is not the end of the world. I rather enjoy it still. I didn't play hardly at all during the World Cup. I got very hyper fixated on football, soccer, whatever you want to call it. I'm a big Erling Haaland fan. Erling Haaland makes football fun. No one, he's not human. Yeah, he's been clocked at like 23 miles per hour. Like no 6'7" person should be able to run 23 miles per hour and jump 7 feet into the air. Like that's not normal. It's not human. Those are like actual numbers. Yeah. Yeah. Erling Haaland is not human. It's a large child. My kid's big, but he's not huge. I think he will be because my ex-wife's brothers are giant motorcycle riding bouncers. Each of them have like as many DUIs as children. Oh my. I'm like exactly 5'10". 6'7's like uncomfortably tall. Like I would be uncomfortable being in the room with. Like, what are you doing over there being fucking huge? Thought you were much closer. You can make good money and when you're selling thrift clothes that are in huge sizes if you can find like a 5X or a 6X because they're super desirable. A lot of people shop on eBay for clothes when they're of giant proportions. I mean, I'm 5'10", 175. I'm not tiny. I just got down from 185 to 175. It was not easy. Actually, it it wasn't. Oh, I don't know centimeters. I mean, I know what they are. I can't work in them in real time. Yeah, if you're using kilograms or decigrams or what have you. But the decigram is the most underused. The deciliter and the decigram are the most underutilized of the measurements. I mean, metric definitely makes more sense. I just like I think in imperial. Yeah, especially not that I'm in school. All science stuff is done in metric. Do you ever play Red Alert? Command and Conquer Red Alert? Anytime someone says engineering, I always think of the little troop that's engineering. It was a, it's a great. Oh, I was a chemistry major until I realized the math that went into it, and I was like, nope, not doing this. All that calculus, even business calculus was difficult for me. I hate it, and it never clicked. Never clicked. No, I took the same calculus class for a whole year. I took it 3 semesters in a row. I went to the teacher's office for an hour before class. I went to every class. I did all my homework. I went to his office for an hour after class every day, and he just gave it to me. Like, he gave me a D the 3rd time. I know I didn't earn it, but he realized that I was never going to get it. I mean, I put forth more effort than anyone. I don't know about anyone, but I put forth lots of effort. I was never going to get it, so I'll never be able to find the area of an amorphous blob. And I just have to live with that. The most useful thing in calculus is extrapolation. In my opinion. Especially for, like, business stuff. We want this test to... Why don't you curve this test? You have bell curves there where they'll set the lowest grades as, or the highest grade as a 100 and change all of the other grades accordingly. I've never written that much. I've written like 15 pages before. Really? That's a good grade. That's a high B. Oh, RDs are 60, passing's 50. Your passing is 60 as a D. Like, you have to have a C average to graduate, but you can pass certain classes with. Well, I'm glad I didn't go to Oxford. You know Oxford's older than the Aztec Empire. The Ottoman Empire had an air force. Austria. Who did worse in World War One? Austria-Hungary or Russia? It's a hard. That's a good point. Well, so is Austria and Hungary. No, it's what the Balkans are based on. Okay, everybody on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. You have a fantastic evening.